All right, I believe we're live again. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there for just a moment. We're going to hop right in. So I do not want to step on Jesse's time, and we went a little over an hour. So let's just hop in. I do not expect to do as good on this particular one because I don't have as many pro notes as I had for expert, which is okay. But I am trying to qualify no matter how badly I do, unless, well, no, I'm going to try to qualify. And if I do miss out on qualifying, I will of course try to qualify again tomorrow. He's back. Good to see you guys back. It's funny, it says I have 0 viewers. Up now it says I have 19. I hated doing that. We had like almost 100 viewers, but you know, for replay value, someone might not want to sit there and watch 2 streams in one, so that's why I did that. All right, so again, my notes here are pretty much the same. So we're not going to need anything all that great here. Just a nice little shootout hole. A happy little shootout hole. Giving myself a little more room for error. Actually, a navigator would have probably been better. 5, 6, 7.5. Perfect shot. Thank you, Bill Dunn. Appreciate it. Same note, says Joseph K. Okay, well, let's see if usually I have 2 different pages, so maybe that was a problem last week. Hey, Wayne Spain Howard. Welcome back. Already up to 35 people. We didn't even have any musical intro or anything. I really didn't see the need for it. The reason I do the countdown is because some people don't want to miss anything, so it's twofold. The number one reason is to populate the room, and obviously music is better than just sitting in silence watching a timer go. But then also another reason why I do it is for people watching the replay. They know just to fast forward, 3 minutes or whatever. I always try to make it a short time. All right, so that's pretty freaking awesome. Same notes, although I do got to say, an extra mile 5 and an extra mile 8, there are going to be some differences there. I'm not sure if maybe I would use more top spin in some things or less. Tubby Butt Tennessee Matt Tubbs. Ain't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you here. Hey, AM. Teep Z Martin. Oh, he was in the same expert qualification bracket. That's cool, man. Hopefully you can continue. Unlucky. Good luck. Sorry about that, Jeff, man. I know that sucks. But get those mistakes out here in the qualifying round. You love me long time, Greg? It's great to hear. Thanks, Michael Bolton. Wow, we're really climbing up. 42 people already. We've only been on for under 5 minutes. All right. So, extra mile, Kingmaker, sniper. We still got the sniper in there. All right. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. For top spin, I feel like I might need more. Full right spin. I'm going to sacrifice top spin for more side spin. What do you... Come on. Don't mess with me. Just because we really have hardly any curl, I'm going to need a little more top spin. There we go. Blindly adjusting there. Hopefully we did it right. I have no idea because of the trees where I was at, but as long as I don't end up in the sand, I'll be happy with that shot. Hey, Juan Delgado, good to see you. United Prodigy, good to see you. Brian Bernard. All right, I'll have to look for that, Brian. Thank you. No, United Prodigy, the wind will not change. Hey, David Doyle, thank you very much. Good to see you, bud. United Prodigy, it won't change because the wind goes higher. So, ooh. So unfortunately, well, no, fortunately for us with the wind, if I'm playing an expert, you know, facing an 11-mile-an-hour wind isn't going to be a rare sight for me, you know? I think I need this top spin to make up for the lack of power. Let's take a little off. So instead of adjusting for 5 or 6 wind, you know, we're going to be adjusting for, you know, 12 wind and, you know, expert or whatnot. And then masters don't, oh man, I have no idea for masters. And the top spin did hurt us just a little, but this is still a manageable putt. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne's like, come on, guys, hit that like button. You know you want to. Yep, you get to hit the like button again if you want. If you do want to. What an amazing turnout we have, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you is spending your Tuesday with me. Very easy decision for me to go ahead and stream another one because I got to take out the trash right after this. Whoa! I never took my thumb off. I never. Oh, I didn't do that. My thumb was on the screen pulling back. I never let go. Thank God it's the qualifying. I never let go of the screen. I didn't pull off of the screen. That was crazy. That was freaking crazy. I was pulling back and it just decided it didn't want to sense my thumb anymore, or I'm not sure what it was. That's all right, guys. I'm not worried about it. If it was the opening round, it would suck because of the tiebreaker. If it was the weekend round, it would suck because it's the weekend. It's just a qualifying round. If we're going to have any hiccups along the way, I want to have them here and now. And I'll take that over, you know, like a legitimate mistake like what I was making last week. And my shirts don't like to lay on me right. Looking all crumpled up in the shoulder like I need to iron my shirt. So it happened to a lot of you guys too. That's the first time it ever happened to me, but I can deal with it. You know, once again, like I said, it's just the qualifying round. And I wouldn't be so mad if I didn't make it anyway, because I'd get to come back on again tomorrow. So I just didn't want you guys to think that, you know, like my finger slipped or anything like that. That was, you know, that was just bad luck. Hey, Knuckles. You could call it that, James, I guess. I'd rather have it with Golf Clash than in any other situation, so what do they call it? ED. So we'd call this TD for thumb uh, dysfunction or whatever. Talk to your doctor about Flonase or whatever they call that crap. Flonase is that sounds more like a allergy medication. What's going on, Ray? We just killed Expert. I feel we killed it. I did really good. Minus 12. One mistake on hole 9. Okay, hole 3 is another Kingmaker hole. I don't mind playing it blindly. Let's see here, though. I might try something. I'm trying to qualify. I may not have the best score, but there's a couple things I may want to try. And this is one of them. I only have an extra mile 5. I got 5 berserkers. I don't want to waste a berserker. Geez, would a king? How far would a kingmaker take me? I think a kingmaker could. It'll be a rough shot, but it would be makeable. I'm going for it. It's against the notes, but we have a wind at our back. We did clear the water, and I'll take that. So I'm going to change my notes here. No, I'm not going to change my notes. I'll remember a shot like that. Ah, yes, Tim Titan would have been great as well. Could have got a little more wind at my back.
Great shot.
Oh, no problem, Andrea. Glad you came back. Thank you, D, Mike, James, Slayer, everyone. Thank you guys. Now, if I can not have another premature thumb here, we could take advantage of it. Yeah, I didn't understand the Bandera, Slayer. You don't want to kill the wind, you want to ride the wind. But honestly, you got to think most people don't come and watch videos and live streams and things like that. So they may think there's some advantage to knocking the wind down. I don't know what they're thinking. You know, it could just be they're using the Bandera all the way through. And he got it anyway. Awesome. Bubba Davis, how you doing? Flonase, never heard of it. Flomax, I know that real well. That's something you're gonna take when you get old. RJ Jesse James. I know for a fact I don't have the backspin, so The only thing that really makes sense to me here is a rough bump. And this is not the club that you want to do a rough bump with. And this is not the wind you want to do a rough bump with. But it's what I'm doing. Under adjusting just a bit because I know I'm at minimum distance. And I blew it. What phrase should I patent? Use the Flonase, not the Flomax. There's something called Flonase out there. I've seen it. The premature ethumulation, David Doyle. Oh, Flonase. It's a bladder thing or a prostate thing. I don't know. Thumulation. Premature thumulation. I did not have premature thumulation. I promise I didn't. All right, so we played 3, hole 4, sniper hole. Let's do it. We should be able to use a cheaper ball here. Flonase is for allergy. Thank you, James. I knew it was. And William, thank you both. I knew there was a such thing as Flonase, and I was pretty sure it was for allergies. Sounds so wrong. Ooh.
Perfect shot.
Ooh. We got a car junkie here with you, Andrea? I love hot rods. I'm not sure. I don't know if Flomax was like glass packs or anything like that. Could have been. Definitely sounds like something it could have been. Definitely in love with the hot rods and the fast cars myself. We'll go Marlin. I think Marlin would be fine. Yeah, Marlin's fine here. I think there was something called Catback or something like that a while ago. What do they have? They used to have cherry bombs. My neighbor had a really cool car. He had like a 1968 Super Bee. Man, I love that car. It looked so aggressive. Beautiful car. Thumb hiccup. There we go, Freddie. Flowmaster, I believe you're right, Jonathan. Oh, I could talk cars for hours. You guys would all get bored and just leave. I love talking cars. Take care, Sandy. Thanks for stopping in. Glass packs were awesome, yes. Troy, I remember glass packs. A 32 Ford 5 window coupe. That's awesome. I like hot rods, but you know, like I love all, like if I were to see your car at a car shop or something like that, or not a shop, but you know, like an event, I think that would be really cool. But where I spend most of my time, you know, like studying cars, getting to know cars, loving cars, is probably about 66 to 1970, and then about 2005 to present. Those are my favorite years for cars. I'll have to look up that car, though. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100%. Let's see. Extra Mile. We got the Sniper. I'm not sure. We're not going to go. We're not using backspin here, so instead of a Sniper, we're going to go with the Hammerhead. Get a little more distance and possibly a little more topspin as well. Netflix has a really cool racing series that I was watching where they take 4 people who build a sleeper car and they go up against a supercar. I think that's pretty cool. So if you like cars and have Netflix, I used to love watching Pinks on the Speed Channel. Love that. I'll go on YouTube and look up, you know, Mustang versus Camaro or whatever, and just watch drag racing for hours. Love it. Probably why I started collecting license plates. Yeah, that is cool. Did you build it yourself, or did you build it with someone, or did you buy it like that? Michael Bolton says, I still drive a 1970 Pinto. Don't judge me. Isn't that the car they have in Cujo? No judging, man. You can make a Pinto. Well, you know what's better than a Pinto? A Chevy Vega. If you could stick a small block V8 in a Chevy Vega. I'm not sure if you could do that in a Pinto or not. And that would make for a mean sleeper, man. Oh, Slayer fan says a Pinto can as well. Okay.
Great shot.
53 Ford F100. Wow. Ooh, just barely went into the rough. Yeah, fast trucks are pretty darn awesome. I was watching someone with a let's see here. Oh, Kingmaker. And there I go again. Full right spin, 1 top spin. Line it up with the brown tree. And then make my adjustment. I don't understand how people make diesel trucks fast, but I like it. I think it's pretty darn awesome. I seen a big diesel truck, like, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't like a little S10 or something like that. But I seen a diesel truck blow away a brand new Viper ACR. Wonder if these trees are going to be a problem for me. '79 Camaro. Nice. The only thing... Yeah, Brian, you remember that movie. The only thing about... I'll answer Gordon's question next. I'm going to have fun with that one. What's your favorite supercar? Total memory buffering. Totally lost my train of thought of where I was going with that. Crap. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. We do have a line here. No, we don't. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I think we can do this. Kind of being forced into this shot, but if we can get on green, I'll be happy with it. Oh, blew that. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, my favorite, my dream car is actually a budget car. I absolutely love Corvettes. I would love to get me, you know, either the latest ZR1, or next year Corvette is going to be making mid-engine cars, and I think those are going to be killer. So I would love to get a 2020 Corvette. I wonder if they're going to go with all-wheel drive as well. William Frazier says 66 Chevelle Super Sport. If we go with the older cars, my favorite looking car, okay, we got a favorable wind if we could hit it perfect here, would be 1969. Wait. Ah, we hit it great. What is that car? Is it a Super Bee? I don't think it's a Super Bee. No, it is a Super Bee. The Super Bee has the grill that comes out and goes big. Give me the 446 pack. I don't think it came with a Hemi, and it just has the most aggressive look, to it. I absolutely love them. Slayer fan says he had a 1980 Subaru, 66 Mustang convertible, 289 3-speed for Greg. Restore a 1913 Model T. Oh wow, yeah, those are real oldies but goodies there. James says mid 1987 mid-engine Fiero. They were so hot they caught on fire. I was just about to say your wiring's going to catch on fire, buddy. What about a Superbird? A Superbird, some people love the Superbird. Me personally, when I think of the Superbird, I think of the big nose cone and the big wing. And it's just kind of like, I don't know, I wasn't a fan of it. But a lot of people were, so I'm not saying anything bad about it. Let's see, we got a 5.9, 5 rings. Perfect shot. Knuckles says his fastest car was a Harley Davidson. Bikes are really fast. Andrea's favorite, her dream car is a 388 Ferrari Magnum PI's car. Nice. All right, Jubal, I'll definitely look for it. Studebaker Golden Hawk 289, way ahead of its time. You know another car that was awesome? I hope I'm saying it right. You guys ever see, I think it was like a 1964 Ford Thunderbolt? I think it was a Thunderbolt. It had like a teardrop hood scoop on it. Awesome looking car, very fast. Two of the headlights were actually cold air intake for the carburetor. I don't believe it had a turbocharger on it back then. I would love one of those though. I think it was called a Thunderbolt. The fastest car I ever owned was a 1988 Mustang GT. I owned a 1992 5.0 Thunderbird, and I thought that was fast back in the day, but the 88 Mustang GT would just whoop it. I never thought that, 225 horsepower would feel as fast as it did. Because when we got the Mustang, it was probably like late 90s, early 2000s. So there were faster cars out, but it was still, you could tell it had big power. I think it was modified in a way or two, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, hole 6, extra mile, and let me just take a peek here for a wood. Oh, don't need a wood here. All right. No problem, Brad. Awesome to have you here. Ah, William knows what I'm talking about. Daily Driver 92 F250 4x4. All right, last time we had a little time issue here. 3 top spin, 2 right spin, switch the ball, go with the Quasar. 3 top spin, 2-ish right spin, Have a little bit there. Now we'll adjust 7.5 rings. And hopefully we'll land on the putting surface or in the hole.
Great shot.
A Grand National. Those were fast. Those were good sleepers. They looked kind of like family cars a little bit, if I'm thinking right. Not necessarily family cars, kind of sporty-ish, but weren't they? Were they turbocharged or supercharged? I can't remember. Yeah, Sam, that's what I was going for. Fastest car Gordon ever had was a Nissan Silvia or Slivia. I'm not sure. Silvia, I'm guessing. Faster than the Porsche 944 he had before. Nice. Thank you, Brian Bernard. William Fraser said 3.8 turbo for the Grand National. I thought it had a V8. I don't know why I thought that. Both turbo and super? I think I'm getting mixed up in two. No, that is the 88. Oh, okay. Was it that had to have been a special edition or something? There we go. Come on back, Ball Guide. We need you.
Perfect shot.
Growing up, I had multiple. Yeah, Skylines are really nice. 95 Chevy 454 SS pickup. I didn't know they made a 454 in 95. That's pretty cool. Frank's fastest was a 72 Pontiac Firebird. Pontiac's best car they ever made, I believe, was actually a 1974 Firebird with a 455 output, high output engine. Awesome car, would love that. Yeah, Jeff Jansen, WRX is a very nice car. 5 Series, very nice car as well. $163 miles per hour. Geez, oh man. 528E. If it wasn't for my fire department badge falling out, accidentally on purpose, right? All right, we played 6, 7. We got 2 quarterback holes coming up. We'll definitely have time for Jesse, so I'm glad we were able to get these in. Quarterback, and let's see real quick here. Okay, so we're not going to need a wood there, and we're going to need the big dog next, so I'll just put it in now, even though we're going to have to switch back anyway. You know what, actually, let's see if we can't win another chest. For 2 gems, I'll just open one. The body style of the Grand National was a Buick Regal, right? Jonathan has a Genesis coupe. You guys see that new, is it a Kia? Me and James were talking about it. There's a Kia out there that takes the Mustang 5.0 in a quarter mile. Now the Mustang is pulling on it towards the end, so if you were to race further than a quarter mile, which one was that, James? It was a it was a Kia something. It wasn't a Spider. Kia has a muscle car, and it's pretty darn cool. Well, yeah, Gordon, definitely. Free car, give me the Bugatti, even though I'll sell it and buy a Corvette for each day of the week and still have change left over. Two back spin. I'm going to put just a tad bit of pearl on this as well. Oops.
Great shot.
Hey, KB Chef. Ooh, barely stayed out of the frickin' bunker there.
Nice on.
Nissan Skylines were great, very fast cars back in the 90s. Didn't they bring them back? I know they brought back the Acura NSX, I think it was. Am I saying that right? No, the Stinger. The Stinger, thank you. David and Jonathan. And then James comes through. Tim, yes. The Kia Stinger is a bad ride. You know, when my kids were young, my dream car was the SRT Charger. They didn't have the Hellcats or anything, but I just love like the police cruisers. It was four doors. It was muscle. I missed the Magnum. I thought the Magnum was awesome for for a station wagon.
Birdie.
Scott F. I like minivans. They're very useful. I used to love, when my kids were little, and I'm up in Cleveland. We have some pretty harsh winters. You don't have to stand and buckle your kids in with your back out in the rain or the snow or whatever. Um, so it's nice, and you could walk from like the driver's seat to the back of the minivan. They have their uses. Yeah, Tim Olson, the new NSX was a flop, and I didn't think it was gonna be. I did not see that coming. Was Toyota the one that came out with the LSF around the same time? Another flop, I believe, but it looked a heck of a lot cooler. The Ford GTs were nice, but they kept bringing them back only for limited time.
Nice on.
Oh, I remember now. My memory's done buffering. As I was getting older, I had different dream cars. My first dream car was and I'm talking before I was even old enough to have my license. My first dream car was a Nissan. Is it Nissan? No, why? It's not a Nissan. Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR. Awesome freaking car. Obviously, it was a 90s version that I really liked. And then my second favorite car after that was the Pontiac Firebird, either a Firehawk or what were they called? Like a WS6. I think it was called WS6 or something like that. Those were mean looking cars. Love those a lot. Hole 8, same clubs. Lexus, yeah, Lexus Toyota. An LS400. Is that a Lexus? I'm not familiar. I know my American cars very, very well. Um, I only liked the Mitsubishi was like the only foreign car that I was in love with. That car just it looked awesome. So there, make our adjustment here. think I might have over adjusted just a bit. Hopefully that'll be okay. Did not want to hit it great on the right side. Yep, I'm fine with, oh, I thought I was, what? Oh, God, too close. Audis are awesome. It's not one of their fastest. Obviously, their faster cars are the R8s, but man, I love the way those TTs sound. Is it a TT or a TTS? Greg K. Freddie just bought a Mini Cooper, 85 Cadillac. You know, those Cadillacs were freaking awesome. They had the North Stars, and those were really fast. They were faster than the was it the Jaguars that had a V10 in them? Put your Telsa up against any car in the quarter mile. I don't think, if you have the right Telsa, I don't think there's any car that can compete with you in the quarter mile. Your quarter mile should be right about, was it 2.9 seconds or something ridiculous like that? 2.9. I think the Hellcat does the same, but you know, it's very questionable on you know, those tires, even though you can get them stock. They're basically drag radials. Yes, Jaguar. Are you, Sam, are you from the UK where they say Jaguar? Lamborghinis, I think Lamborghinis are beautiful compared to Ferraris. I love Ferraris, don't get me wrong, I'd take one in a heartbeat. But if the two are rivals and they were the same price and I could afford one or the other, I would always take the Lamborghini over the Ferrari. David Crosby has a wife with a Maserati twin turbo. You could put a twin turbo in a Ford Fiesta and it'll be fast. You put that in a Maserati, oh my God. The Hellcat. The Hellcat, but there's a Hellcat and then there's the Demon, right? Like the Hellcat is 707. I think the 8 horsepower, the Demon is 808 horsepower. Hey, Jameer Washington. Good to have you here, bud. Yeah, I love the Dodges. Hey, RJ, it's spelled Jaguar. Yeah, I know, but I've always called it a Jaguar. Everyone I know has called it a Jaguar. And I laugh when I hear people say Jaguar. So here's the thing. You guys making fun of me there, and I know we're doing this out of fun. Are you guys from across the pond? Just let me know if you guys are from across the pond. Oh yeah, I would buy the Viper. This isn't me. Go on, Jody. Take your shot. Just hurry up and put 2 backspin on it. All right, whatever. Just at this point, just take the shot. You can do it, Jody. Oh, I'm so Midwest. Okay, so Sam sounds like East Coast. I can't make fun of you the way I wanted to make fun of you then. I wanted to say, because across the pond, when they make fun of our talk, and I'm like, well, what about you guys with your putting an R in front of, you know, like wash, they say wash, and there's some place in the United States that say wash too, and I don't understand that. Or Walmart, they put an S on the end. Australia. My wife from Colorado says Jaguar. Allison's from Australia. Just type in my name, RJ Friedman. I can't type because of the program I'm using. If someone wants to type in my name, Jaguar. Look for the account that has the dog on it. Wow, very nice, Della. All right, Kingmaker and Big Dog time. Final hole. We're going to finish a good 10 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever, before Jesse gets in. So I'm looking forward to that. And at -10 at the moment, probably -11. I'm happy with that. Thank you, Freddie. Just type the name like that in Facebook. Look for this husky picture that says Golf Clash under it, and I will friend you. It's a jaguar. I go to the zoo, I pet the jaguar. It bites my hand off. I go to a car dealership, I say, hey, I want a jaguar, not a jaguar. Oh man, I have a blast with you guys. I'm gonna try 4 over. But then again, this time, nah, I think 4 over will still be fine. I'm not gonna overpower it. Aiming right there-ish. The wind should take me away from the rough. Not away from the rough, but oh, I hit it great.
Great shot.
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't want to do. This hole owns me. Jaguar. Jaguar. Or if you're a Supernatural fan like me, it wouldn't be too bad to go ahead and get, what is that, a 67 Impala? Nice ride. Not the fastest car, but nice little 4-door, mean-looking muscle car. Okay, all right. You guys want to get into how things are pronounced? Do you guys say coupon or coupon? Because there's no Q in coupon. So come on, bring it. Bring it. I get into debates with people on this all day long. It's not coupon. It's coupon.
Great shot.
Do you say the T in often? Don't you dare. All right, cool. Do you say the T in often? Is it often or often? Yeah, John, it's definitely not a it's definitely not like a muscle car, but it's mean looking. It's a 4-door. No, never say coupon. Exactly, it's coupon. Coupon. Oh, look at you guys, see? And is there anyone out there of you 91 people who say Jaguar, not Jaguar? Come on, where's my people that are with me that say Jaguar? It's a Jaguar. A wire with a jag. Man, what's with not being able to hit perfect? Decent putt.
Nice on.
Nope, no wire here. Alright, wait a minute. Is Ray saying he says Jaguar? Jesse says Jaguar? Paul says no Jag War. Jaguar, says Dave. Rednecks say Jaguar and Walmarts. Get in the pick 'em up truck, the one with the broken window, and drive it out yonder. We're going to Walmart's. Michael Bolton says I'm black, so I say Jag. That's a cop out, Mike. That's a cop out. If you were forced to say it, would it be wire or your?
Perfect shot.
All right, Dave, thanks. Q goes on the table, but do you spell coupon C-U-E-P-O-N? No. Oh, got a little bit of lag in the needle. All right, I'm gonna try that again. Hopefully we can get rid of this little bit of lag. There was nothing I could do with the lag there, but once again, I'm not really worried about it because we're gonna qualify. It's unfortunate, right? But you know, it happens. It is Jaguar. Off 10 has a T. The T is silent. The T is silent, my friend. Like when you say phone, you don't say pahone, PH. Not every letter, you know, some letters are silent. The T is silent in that. You can go back and ask my kindergarten teacher that. It's Jaguar. Jaguar. Jaguar is going to Walmart. No S. And we say pick up truck, not pick 'em up truck. We don't say out yonder. Out yonder. All right. Well, anyway, we got 5 minutes before Jesse goes live. I hope to see many of you guys there. I'll be there as well. I'm going to take this shot real quick, and he should be going live basically right after me. I will be showing my scorecard, but then I'm going to be silent, and I'm just going to end it. Thank you all for hanging out. I loved poking fun with you guys back and forth. Jaguar, talking cars, talking accents, talking whatever. It was all fun. You guys absolutely rock. It's pop. Only people down south call it soda. It's Chevy, not Chevy. Chevy. Yeah, it's Chevy, Sam, like the second one. S-H-E-V-Y. I don't know anyone who calls it a Chevy or a Chevy. You guys rock, man. I don't want this to end. I don't want this night to end. Thank you guys all for the awesome time. Yes, William Fraser, I'm with you on that. Did we ever get an answer from Mr. Bolton, what he calls it? I said, no cop-outs. You got to say the whole thing. You can't just say Jag. I'm scrolling up looking for Michael Bolton, whether it's Jag Wire or Jaguar. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm okay with the -10. A little bit of sloppy play here, but we definitely I think we're settling into our pro position and our expert position. Last week was whatever. So it's caddy corner. And it is 9:27, so we got 3 minutes before Jesse starts streaming. Thank you guys so much. I haven't had this much fun on a stream in a long time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully we can continue this in Jesse's stream. Take care, guys. Thanks.